My name is Lelia Green and I'm Professor of Communications in the School of Communications and Arts. I came to ECU in 1986 and I was recruited from BBC Television, where I worked on a programme called Songs of Praise. I was a documentary researcher and did a little bit of film directing too. I originally came to teach television, but within 10 years I was doing a PhD, and within 20 years, I know that sounds like a long time to some people, but within 20 years I was a researcher. So that was really very exciting for me. My life at ECU really changed in ways that I would never have anticipated when I first took the job on that rainy October day in London. In 2006, I was appointed to an international advisory panel. After that, ECU supported me to go there regularly, originally sort of once a year and then twice a year, and to the point that I was able to actually become a collaborating researcher with that group of nations really, of research teams. And then we had our own team at ECU as well. So what's happened is that we've really become part of an international network. And that's a network looking at kids online and the risks and opportunities that they face and that they embrace and that they encounter. But from then I was then invited to be part of a network around health. We'd been working with different industry partners, particularly the Heart Foundation, Breast Cancer Care WA, looking at ways in which online communities can create opportunities for healing spaces and support for people tackling life-changing illness. And that gave us sort of a currency with which we were invited to be part of these health narrative networks. And then from there, we were lucky enough to be invited to be part of a Cost Action, which is a European-funded network looking at 0 to 5s online. So I feel as though each story is complete to itself, but it's also led to other opportunities to get involved. My research doesn't need much in the way of facilities as such. I'm a humanities and arts researcher, so I need access to keen people who are supportive and empathetic, because over the course of my career at ECU, we were just working out, I've conducted something like, or been in charge of projects that have almost 1,000 interviews. And so what you need is people who are able to really set up an empathetic connection with other people, interesting people who care about the people that they're interviewing and talking to. And I've been given an almost free hand to choose the people I work with. I'm able to identify the people that I invite into my team. They're usually PhD students. Some of them haven't got their PhDs. They're people who I can see are brimming with warmth and with openness and the capacity to make decisions and take action to make sure that an interviewee feels supported. So I find that's really valuable. It's only after you've left a big city like London that you realise just how much you pay for that constant on-the-go-ness. And it's not that I live a quiet or boring life here, it's just that my life is much more exciting in ways that don't involve an hour and a half a day commuting or struggling through, weary travellers up and down escalators. And that's a real privilege. But I do also like the week or two a year I spend in London when I go there for research. So, I'm lucky enough to have a bit of both, I think.